the call is to really go over the 4 phases of business growth, because we have a lot of people that are first time in this business or first time really engaging in this business. And I really found that understanding the next chart I'm going to share with you is crucial for what we call stickability, to be able to stick with this process and truly understanding the timing that we're in. Okay, so many years ago, about 30 years ago, when I first got into the industry, I remember, I don't know, a little after I got into the industry, I started learning about this chart I'm going to share with you. It was done by, there's a professor at Harvard. His name is Dr. Charles King. Okay, he dedicated years to study this industry of direct marketing. As a matter of fact, there's a course that's taught at Harvard, okay, about direct marketing. And so there's 4 stages of business growth. And he actually created a chart. And I found it fascinating. This is like 20, 30 years ago when I saw this chart. And I didn't understand what it really meant. But I mean, as a student, I always like to, look at statistics and learn about this industry we're in. And so I could tell you, after 30 years, having had the opportunity to actually walk through the 4 stages from 0 to become a stability, it's incredible experience. So I want to share this with you. Dr. Charles King has shared this you can Google on YouTube or whatever. It's called 4 stages of business growth. And it happens in direct marketing, and it happens in Fortune 500 companies. So here's what it looks like. The 4 stages of business growth. Okay. Now, understanding this perhaps is the far most important thing for you to understand why the timing we're in. Okay, now, and perhaps it will help you understand some of the challenges that many of you are going through or had gone through. Okay, and I'm grateful. We are grateful for your sticking with it, your stickability, your persistence, because when you understand this chart, you go, okay, I get it. I get why now. Okay, now, so let's take a look at this. So most businesses go through, well, if they get to live through time, they will go through this 4 stages of business growth. Okay, the first stage is called formulation. Okay, that's at the beginning of a company. They are formulating the product, putting the products together, putting the company together, putting the packages together. Okay, so, and this is where the challenges happen. Okay, like all of us went through in the beginning. No company name, no product. None of us, we had pay and we were waiting for product shipment. It didn't come as fast as we liked. It didn't come on the day that we expected. It happens in new business, right? So this is called formulation. Now, the second stage is called concentration. When a company maybe hit about maybe, I don't know, $30 million, when in the marketplace, there's brand recognition, meaning in the marketplace, people go, oh, 3, I heard about it. Or, oh, Eternal, oh, Purify. Oh, you know what? I think someone told me about them. That is when a product or a company gains recognition in the marketplace. Okay, that's called the concentration stage. Okay, now the next stage, the following stage, is called momentum. Okay, typically when a company hits 100 million in revenue, that means a company hits momentum. That's that's when a company shifts and pivoted into explosive growth, with or without you. Okay, so from momentum to stability phase, it might last 6 to 7 years. Okay, or maybe a little longer. Okay, so from momentum phase to stability. Then the 4th phase is stability. And I'm sure many of you know of many big companies that are in our space that are in the stability phase, right? Companies such starts with an H, right? Companies such as starts with an A, okay? Companies start with an N, okay? So that's in the stability phase. Now, folks, where do you suppose most of the wealth are made? Most of the wealth, the millionaires and multimillionaires are created in this massive wealth creating phase. Yes, it's a massive growth phase, but from an opportunity standpoint, this is where the massive wealth are created in the momentum phase. So as people look at this industry, they will say, well, when is the best time to join? Well, it depends what you're looking for, right? If you're looking for a smoother ride, then obviously you can come in and in the beginning of the momentum phase. The opportunity might not be as strong for you to capture the sales force if you had gotten involved a lot earlier. So in the formulation stage, it's the most riskier stage, but it's the most exciting stage to some, okay? Now, for example, Samson and myself, now let me say this, let me backtrack for a second. This chart I learned 20 somewhat years ago from Professor Dr. Charles King. It was fascinating for me as a business study, but it's one thing you study a chart, but it's another thing having the opportunity to actually go from zero to billions of dollars and beyond, to actually walk through that curve. Okay. Now, so let's talk about formulation. Where are we? We are a month old right here. Okay. Do we have challenges? Oh, yes. How do we take it? It's your why, it's your passion, it's your calling that keeps you in the game. Okay. And so there are times I want to throw my hand in the air. There are times like, why can't we get it together? But it is what it is. Just gotta breathe, So anyway, so coming back to here, I know some of the pioneers in here. We're going through some of the tough times. Now, I want to talk about momentum. I want to talk about building because we have gone through this. And not too oftentimes you will find someone in this space that have gone through this from zero to billions and beyond. And that someone that have gone through it and that's willing to start something new and to do it again. Obviously, in the previous project, many multi-millionaires were created. Many. Now we have a group of us that are willing to start something and go through this whole phase again with the experience, with the wisdom that we had gained from before. Okay. Now, this is the riskiest time to join, but it's also the most rewarding time, depending if you have the stomach for it. If you want a smooth ride, come later. Okay. Now, in the beginning, I want to talk about this. This psychology is important because you guys are right here in the very beginning. Exciting. Also nerve-wracking sometimes. Okay. So right here at the beginning. So 90% of people, 90% of company won't make it in the first year. And 90% of company won't even make it to the concentration stage. So having a group of people that have done it before with the experience and wisdom and with the global experience that's willing to do it again. So for many of us that rode this curve before in the previous project that make all this ton of money came from in the very beginning. Okay. And that have the persistence, the endurance, the perseverance to endure some of the growing pains. Okay. So in the first phase, usually people come in because of the names, your name, our names, our track record. They go, you know what, I'm game. So that would be the first phase of people that came in. Well, guess what? Then this phase, people talk to the second phase, right? They go, okay, we're coming in because of the track record, because of you, your connection. Well, guess what? How do we duplicate a third phase? Especially when in the beginning, nobody got product. Nobody got product, nobody tried product. How do you create this? Because we know in the space we're in, to create this, it needs 3 stories. It needs 3 stories. Story number 1, it needs product story, right? How has a product impact your life? Well, we didn't have that. We're beginning to get that, okay, the product story. The second story we need to create this momentum is check story, your success story. How has this opportunity created success for you? It could be a check story. It could be something, a growth story, how this platform has helped you grow as an individual. And the third story is your purpose story. How has this fulfilled your purpose in life? How has this, maybe your calling, whatever that might be. Sometimes calling and purpose, this is just a vehicle. This is a vehicle to get us to where we want to go in life. But anyway, but through this vehicle, it helps serve your purpose. Through this vehicle, it helped me to share my giftings. It helped me, the gifting that I was blessed with, it helped me share this. So that's my purpose. So whatever your purpose might be. So three stories, right? Product story, success story, and your purpose story. Okay. Now, so that's what's going to help drive this. Now, so coming back here, when we are first coming to build this business in the beginning, people came in because of your reputation. People came in because they know you. Well, if you talk to, let's say I talk to Samson. Samson said, well, you know what, Kim, I trust you because your track record, I came in. Well, get this. Samson go and talk to his sister. Sister said, well, you know what, brother, I trust you. You're my brother. I'm in. Now, Samson's sister is going to go talk to somebody else who might not know Samson, who might not even know me. They don't know Three. They don't know Three's product. They don't know Daniel. So what do? So a lot of times before we create a product story, the duplication stops right there. That's part of the challenge, why formulations are beginning. But for those people who endure and understand that, now as we begin to get product here in the United States, I know Canada's coming, Asia product is coming, it's coming. Trust me, we have waited in America for this, along with everybody else. Some people go, is it ever gonna come? And many of us like, oh my God, my package arrived at my front door, finally, So it's going to come, trust me. So when our products when we begin to start getting product, we'll start trying the product. As a matter of fact, as short as 3 days, I saw amazing results. One of our friend, Sandy Wilson from Arizona, got her product. I saw her Facebook post of a collagen product on her face. Remarkable. And so as we begin to generate these product story, guess what? That we are now treading on the uptrend of the formulation process. So I know that people come in expecting, boom, billions of dollars in sales. It's coming, okay? So we got to build out, now that products are out, we got to build our product story, going to build a check story. And then for those people that have the persistence to endure, look, it's not perfect. I wish we have every training under the sky available, but that doesn't mean it's suitable for this platform. If you were to Google on YouTube, I have a gazillion videos, but we wanted it to be proven for this company. And that's why we are putting the time to put all that stuff in place. The thing about me is all these years, I only teach what worked. I'm not someone that, sitting in an ivory tower and go and teach. No, I go out there and I work and I see what's working. Then I come back and train. And so anyway, I hope that this is a quick talk if you truly understand this, to have a group of people that have gone through this phase. And that it's one thing of we haven't done it. It's one thing of, you got to join a company at this when they haven't gone through this phase. We know what it feels like to have growing pain. We know what it feels like when we're on high of thriving to hit $1 billion and beyond. We know how it feels. We've done it. And so the thing is having people that have done it to want to start all over. And that's why I think in the beginning, it created a traction that we did and that we were able to create in the very beginning. And so, and I was very blessed that 14 years ago, started with 5 people in the United States, and that went to over 100 countries and territory with billions of dollars in sales now. But here's the thing. This time around, we started with thousands of people in this new co, thousands of people in 3 that are starting this project together. And so I'm very grateful. I just want to, today to do a quick and short training about doing a talk, not only really a training, a talk about this is because understanding this, the magnitude of this, that you will perhaps have a little bit more appetite to endure and to go through some of the growing pains that we're going through. Trust me, if you only know what's inside or you see what's happening behind the scenes, there are times I'm like, why don't we get it? Why can't we just get the system to perfection? Why can't we get the reporting? Guys, all part of the process. But I do want to tell you all that I'm grateful to have you on this journey. I'm grateful for your patience. I'm grateful for your tenacity. Together, we can build a $1 billion company and beyond. But more importantly, what I want to build, as I travel around this last 2 weeks, one of the questions that were asked most often was, what is a global community? What is it? What do you mean about wellness? Have physical wellness, spiritual wellness, and it's fascinating. I mean, obviously that's a talk for another day, but it's fascinating. And to me, that is what it's all about. Not only wellness in the physical body, but wellness mentally, and also wellness in spirituality, connecting to what truly is meaningful in our life. And so I'm grateful. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your persistence. And thank you for being a part of this journey with us. With that, I hope you have found that helpful. We're going to be putting in more succinct and more organized fashion, and we'll provide training modules that will be posted soon. Hopefully next week, we'll start our weekly trainings, different modules, so we make available to all of you. So again, connect, find out what their needs are, what their wants are, invite them. We'll provide a solution by invite them to the system, invite them to events. Let the event help you do the sorting. Follow through, enroll, train, connect again. So just go through the cycle, and then duplicate by plug them into the system, into the events and stuff that we have, and then learn to edify, learn to tee up the event, learn to tee up the person that you are working with, so that when you do a 3-way conference call, whatever, the prospect is not just talking to any Joe Schmo. They're actually, when you edify this person, then the prospect go, okay, now I can listen because this person has some credential, if you would. So anyway, I hope you found that helpful. And once again, I'm grateful. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Samson.
Thank you, Kim. It's been amazing. Thank you for your wisdom, and thank you for working so hard. Look, like Kim said, you don't know what's going on in the background. Kim's doing the work of 30 people, but the corporate team also trying their very best. So we're working together. Look, people now, Kim, people are starting to get product. I started on 3 Eternals a day. So that story is coming. But thank you for your wisdom, because to build $1 billion company, it takes a lot. It takes a lot. And I know everybody here, we're on it. We're on it together. So thank you, Kim.
Thank you, guys.
Folks, look, don't forget about Monday call. We're going to send out the link very soon. It's actually the same link every week, Monday at 5 p.m. Pacific time, for the opportunity call. So look forward to seeing all of you on the next call. Thank you. Thank you, Kim.
Good night. Bye.